In this video, I will be breaking down a comparison of the 4 new housing developments in Monterey County: the Dunes, East Garrison, the Enclave, and Sea Haven. This video will compare the interiors of the houses, the location of each development, the cost to buy, and what you get for being a part of each community, and also recommendations for where you should purchase depending on what type of buyer you are. What's up everyone? Toby Fernie, aka the Teacher Realtor, here in Monterey, California. If you're new to the channel, it is about all things real estate and living here in Monterey, California. If you're looking to purchase a new home in Monterey County, be sure to give me a call, send me a text or an email, and let me know how I can help you reach your real estate goals. The Dunes, the Enclave, and Sea Haven are in the process of building new homes still, whereas East Garrison is complete with building new homes, but you can purchase homes for resale there. If you want to work with a realtor to help you navigate either the resale process or purchasing one of the new builds, you can work with a realtor, but you do have to join your realtor at the sales office on your first visit to get registered. So make sure that you reach out before your first visit, not after. I want to start off by saying that I have no affiliation with any of these housing developments. I am a local realtor who has helped clients to navigate the purchasing process with each of these developments. I'll be sharing my opinion based on the time that I've spent at each of these developments, ranking them from a scale of 1 to 4, with 4 being the best in each of these categories. One aspect of living in a new housing development, since it's part of an HOA, is what you get by being a member of this community. Really depends on what you're looking for and the type of buyer that you are, but there are pros and cons of living in each development. The Dunes has 2 different parks with playgrounds throughout the community that are good for families with young children. They are in the process of building a hilltop park that will have picnic tables, benches, barbecues, and ocean views. This is going to be a really nice feature once that is available. You can walk over to nearby shopping centers with a movie theater, gym, Starbucks, Target, Best Buy, and several restaurants. Of the 4 housing developments, I'm going to rank the Dunes as a 3 out of 4 for what you get for being part of the community. East Garrison did a really nice job of building parks throughout the community. There are double-digit parks in East Garrison with playgrounds, basketball courts, a baseball diamond, and places for people to walk around the community. You'll often see people walking their dogs most days of the week there, and residents can access hiking and biking trails easily at Fort Ord National Monument. However, you will have to hop in the car in order to get to a supermarket, restaurant, or shopping. Possibly a bit of a sore point with East Garrison residents, as there have been plans to build commercial buildings and an arts center, but it's been years with no progress on putting any of those in the development. Even though East Garrison doesn't have any commercial shopping options, I'm going to rank this as a 4 out of 4, due to the fact that you have so much space in the development without houses on it. Also, quite the bonus being so close to Fort Ord National Monument. The Enclave as a community and development really emphasized the fact that this development is on a golf course. If you're an avid golfer, then you're going to love Black Horse and Bayonet golf courses being right at your fingertips. However, I do not believe that purchasing at the Enclave gets you membership to the course, even though your property may touch the course. There is a gate for entrance to the community, and this is the only new housing development that has this feature, so that is a plus. However, there aren't really any parks or open spaces dedicated to anything other than housing and golf. For this reason, I'm going to give the Enclave a ranking of 1 out of 4. That being said, if you're looking for a place with easy access to a golf course, this could make the Enclave the best option for you. Sea Haven has several nature trails throughout the development. There are 2 different small parks with playgrounds at Sea Haven. One is for children ages 2 to 5 and the other for children 5 to 12. Sea Haven does have a nice centralized clubhouse called the Cove. It is a really nice clubhouse that has some rooms for parties and yoga, but no pool as you might find in some other new housing developments with clubhouses. According to some of my clients who purchased at Sea Haven, there have been some issues with booking the club and residents not getting as much access as they would like to use the space. I'm going to give Sea Haven a 2 out of 4 for what you get for being part of the community. All 4 of the new housing developments are relatively close to one another. The longest distance drive between the two would be around a 15-minute drive between the Enclave and Seaside and East Garrison. The Dunes is located just off Highway 1 and Imgen Boulevard in Marina. One of the best parts of the location of the Dunes is how easy it is to hop on Highway 1 and get to other parts of Monterey County, Santa Cruz, and even the Bay Area. It is also going to be the closest housing development to restaurants, shopping, a movie theater, medical center, gym, and supermarket. Out of the 4 housing developments, I'm going to give the Dunes a score of 3, being the second best location. East Garrison is located just off of Reservation Road and is located right in the middle of Marina and Salinas. In my opinion, the best part about East Garrison's location is that it's right next to Fort Ord National Monument, which is 68 miles of hiking and biking trails. You could walk right out of your front door and get to Fort Ord depending on where your house is in the development. If you're an outdoors enthusiast, this is a great selling point. East Garrison is a bit out of the way, and when I say a bit, it's probably only a 5 to 10 minute drive to Sea Haven and the Dunes, so please take this with a grain of salt. Of the 4 new housing developments, East Garrison gets a 1 for location, being the least convenient location. The Enclave is located just off of Highway 1 and General Jim Moore Boulevard in Seaside. I may be biased since I live in Seaside, but I think that Seaside is such a convenient location, maybe the best one in Monterey County. You can get to downtown Monterey, Pacific Grove, Carmel, Pebble Beach, and Delray Oaks all in under 15 minutes. Not to mention that you'll be able to get to the Monterey Bay Recreational Trail and Ocean in the shortest time of any of the housing developments. You can also hop on Highway 1 pretty easily to get to Santa Cruz or the Bay Area. If you're a golf enthusiast, you're right on a golf course there at Black Horse and Bayonet. For location, the Enclave gets a 4, being the most convenient location. Sea Haven is located right off of Imgen Boulevard and Marina. It is located between the Dunes and East Garrison, and is really close to the Dunes, less than half a mile up the road on the left side on Imgen Boulevard if you're coming from Highway 1. It is going to have similar benefits for location that you would get at the Dunes, but you won't be able to walk as easily to the shopping center in Marina, and it is a further walk to the beach and Monterey Bay Recreational Trail. Out of the 4 housing developments, Sea Haven gets a 2 for location. All 4 of the new housing developments do have really nice interiors. Monterey County, for the most part, has homes that are older, being built between the 1920s to the 1980s. So you'll get some features at these new housing developments that you may not be able to get in different parts of Monterey County. The Dunes is planning to continue building and have multiple phases left that they're planning to build over the next number of years. Currently, the phases that they're building are called Sea House, Surf House, and Beach House. There are several different models that you can purchase in townhouses and single-family residences. However, there are no single-story floor plans at the Dunes. The first and second phases were different floor plans and interiors than you can find in their current phases that they're building, and I really like some of the adjustments and changes that they've made to their current phases that they're building with Sea House, Beach House, and Surf House. Really like the kitchens and bathrooms that you can find at the Dunes. Of the 4 housing developments, I'm going to give the Dunes a ranking of 2 out of 4. East Garrison probably has the biggest range when it comes to what you can find on the interior of the homes depending on which model and upgrades the original owner picked. There are townhouses there, homes with smaller floor plans, and some homes with larger floor plans over 2,000 square feet. While there are some homes with large floor plans and yards, there are plenty of houses and units there that feel on the smaller side and tighter than the other housing developments. While there are plenty of homes with nice upgrades at East Garrison, I would say that the base level non-upgraded homes at East Garrison aren't quite as nice as the other 3 housing developments. For this reason, I'm going to give it a 1 out of 4 for my least favorite interiors. The Enclave is also made by Shea Homes, just like the Dunes, so the homes do feel similar when you're on the inside of the Enclave and the Dunes. However, the Enclave has larger homes, larger floor plans, and they are more on the higher end when it comes to their interiors and their finishes. Another nice feature of the Enclave is that there are single-story floor plans there, which you can't find at the Dunes. The lots are also on the bigger side at the Enclave. For these reasons, I'm going to give the Enclave a 3 out of 4, being my second favorite when it comes to the interior of any of the new housing developments. At Sea Haven, when you walk through the model homes, they do include most of their upgraded features in those model homes, so you can see what an upgraded home will look like when complete. The ceilings tend to be quite tall with large windows, which allows for good natural light to come in. I like the bedrooms, the kitchen, the living room, and the bathrooms at Sea Haven. There are single and double story floor plans. The interiors at Sea Haven tend to be my favorite, coming in with a ranking of 4 out of 4 for any of the new housing developments. However, in order to get your home to look like some of those models, you may have to spend a significant amount of money upgrading from the base features. Alright, let's get into the most important part when it comes to purchasing a home. What is it going to cost to buy a home at these 4 developments? Depending on your ideal budget, you may be limited to where you can purchase. All 4 of these housing developments do have an HOA fee that are associated with them. At East Garrison, they are completed with building their homes, so your only option there is resale. At the Dunes and Sea Haven, you can either start a new build or you can purchase homes for resale. As the Enclave is the newest of the 4 new housing developments in Monterey County, I haven't seen any homes for resale yet. Your best bet is to either build new to your specifications at the Enclave or wait for somebody to resell their home. When building new at the Dunes, the Enclave, or Sea Haven, keep in mind that these prices are base prices before any upgrades. The Dunes has both townhouse and single family options. Prices to purchase at the Dunes right now range from $869,000 to $1,245,000, depending on if you're purchasing a townhouse, single family residence, and which model you want to move forward with. There are 2 houses for resale right now, and prices range from $1,179,000 to $1,280,000 for those single family residences. Of the 4 housing developments, the Dunes gets a 3 as the second most affordable new housing development. East Garrison is the oldest of the 4 new housing developments, yet some of the homes were completed as recently as 2021. You'll be able to purchase a variety of floor plans, townhouses, single-story and double-story options at East Garrison. East Garrison has several single-family residences for sale right now, ranging from $815,000 to $1,189,000. There are 2 townhouses listed for sale. Prices range from $769,000 to $810,000. East Garrison is going to be the only development that has a Mello-Roos tax in addition to the HOA. A Mello-Roos is a community tax that is put in place while a community is building the infrastructure. So while it is going to be the most affordable option to purchase a home, there will be additional costs to be a member of this community that you wouldn't have at the other housing developments. East Garrison comes in with a ranking of 4 out of 4, being the most affordable new housing development. The Enclave is the newest of the 4 housing developments. There are also the largest floor plans and lots of any of the new housing developments. This, along with the fact that it is located right on Bayonet and Black Horse golf courses, prices range from $1,700,000 to $2,200,000 for the new build options. The Enclave comes in with a 1 out of 4 on the rankings, being the most expensive new housing development in Monterey County. Sea Haven originally had 4 collections: Larkspur, Laia, Velosa, and Cypress. Larkspur was the most affordable of the 4, and Cypress was the most expensive. They are no longer selling Larkspur and Cypress collections, so right now you can purchase at Laia being the most affordable with base prices starting at $1,100,000, or one of the Velosa collection with base prices starting at the $1,300,000 mark. For resale, home prices currently range from $1,200,000 to $1,649,000. Sea Haven gets a ranking of 2 out of 4, being the second most expensive new housing development. After comparing the 4 housing developments, where is the ideal place for you to purchase? First, I would recommend that you take a look at your budget. If you're trying to keep your purchase under $1 million and buy a new home in Monterey County, you're going to be looking at single-family residences at East Garrison or townhouses at the Dunes. If you have a higher budget between $1,200,000 to $1,500,000 and you're looking for homes with nice interiors, then you may want to look for a single-family residence at the Dunes or at Sea Haven. If you have a higher budget, closer to $2 million, and you're looking for a larger home in a convenient location with upgraded interiors on a golf course, then the Enclave may be the best option for you. Always my recommendation to find out what you qualify for first if you're purchasing a house with a mortgage, and then tour the interior of the different housing developments that are in your price range. Remember, if you're planning to build new there, you have to visit with your realtor on your first visit. If you have any questions about these new housing developments, if you would like to go for a tour of the community or see the interiors of these homes, be sure to give me a call, send me a text, or an email at toby.fernie@gmail.com. Like and subscribe. Stay tuned for future content all about real estate and living here in Monterey, California.
Click the icon to subscribe to more content from living in Monterey, California.